Welcome to Keeping It Real, where we feature entrepreneurs and enterprise leaders who participate in our guest blog on shareyourstories.online. Our guest is Irina Mihaela. With a background in tech, she's become a transformational coach and consultant, helping entrepreneurs claim their power and transform relationships. She's going to share a few tips with us on how to navigate change for sustained results. And Irina joins us from Bolton, Ontario. Welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You know, Irina, when I visited your website, you have three key phrases that are obviously part of your corporate philosophy, and they are elevate, purpose, peace, and profit. So give us some insight into as to why those three P's are really important to you and the people that work with you.
Yes, thank you. Three P's, like three pylons.
That's right. Three pillars, right?
Pillars, yes. The first one is purpose. And I feel that every person has a purpose and every business has a purpose. Mm-hmm. So when a business aligns with the CEO, like with the person who founded the business, their purpose, and each person that works in that business aligns with their purpose and the purpose of the business, that's when people are more motivated coming at work, because I feel like we're in this day and age where everybody seeks fulfillment in their work.
Right. That's very true.
So that's the purpose piece.
Uh-huh.
The second is peace. Mm-hmm. And my name Irina comes from a Greek goddess of peace. So I feel like my mission in this world is to bring more peace. And in a business environment, in a personal environment as well, we have many relationships and some people push our buttons. And once we understand that when we seek peace, we're actually growing ourselves. Like we understand, instead of going and saying, oh, this person, blah, 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 we're saying, what does this person triggers in me and how can I bring peace? Then this creates a flow in a business and a compassion and an understanding. So I feel peace is really important as a value in a business. That's my view.
Yeah, I would totally agree with you on that because, you know, to your point, we're all going through such amazing transformation and change right now. And everybody really and seriously is truly trying to align peace with their purpose. So, you know, it seems like the vision that you have for the philosophy for your company is really in alignment with the day and age that we're living in right now.
Exactly.
And profit, of course, is important when we're in business, but I'm sure you have a philosophy of how that aligns with purpose and peace.
Yes, because I work with very kind-hearted people. That's the people that I connect with. And what I observed along the path in my business is that the kind-hearted people would just like to give it away. True. And my philosophy is that when kind, loving people make a profit in their business, then there is more money to create more kind, loving things. So there are business people that are very profit-driven and bottom line. But my clients tend to be more like mission-driven, let's make the world a better place. And they don't have that sense of let's make some money, because when we make some money, we make the world a better place. So that's why it's important for me with the purpose, peace, and profit.
Right. You know, that's a really important point, because one of the things that I've always said to the clients that I've worked with is if it's all about the money, it won't last.
Yes.
Right? Because you can't just be in business and be profit driven. You know, we have to be human centric at some point in time where we try to align who we are. And I love how you mentioned that the people who have started a business actually bring their personality to that company, right?
Yes.
No different than yourself. You know, we attract like-minded people. So the people that you work with are obviously attracted to the corporate philosophy that you bring to your business, and you can brainstorm ideas that make them more successful, right?
Yeah, but also what I noticed, because I know some of the topic we're talking is also interpersonal relationship. Also in business, we can attract some relationships from the past that we haven't healed or resolved, and it's for our benefit to make us learn more about ourselves and learn more about what we can do to transcend them and become more elevated.
So that takes me to a really good point, because we all have triggers, right? I mean, we all know that, the day can be going along very well, and all of a sudden something will happen, and boy, the rest of the day is a disaster. And we think, wow, what happened there? Like, what was the trigger that sort of sent me on the wrong path? So in terms of giving folks advice, if I'm having a really great day and then all of a sudden I experience a trigger, what can I try to do to try to pull myself back into that positive environment? Do you have a tip that you can share with us that you give with your clients when they're in that situation?
Yes, I actually created like a 7-point place. But the first thing is to go to your journal, like that everybody can do. And I have a process that is a bit unorthodox. It's called the angry letter. So the first thing, you go to your journal, or you go to a piece of paper, because then you may want to throw that paper, and you just put down, this bothers me because this and this and this, and this person should have said the other thing and this. So after you empty yourself of whatever, or maybe it could be sadness, not anger, it could be, oh, this hurt my heart and I feel so sad. You put it down on the paper, unedited, because we need to be able to allow ourselves to tune into our truth. And if something saddens us, or resentful anger, we need to allow ourselves to feel those feelings.
Right.
And once it's on the paper, then go for a walk, meditate, or whatever grounds you. And then you can go back and say, what about this upset me? And what about this relates with something in the past?
Right.
A tiny example, when I came to Canada, I speak English with an accent, and my mom was very critical of me. So we had this administrative assistant. I was in engineering, so it was like 99% men and just few. And some women. I was maybe few engineers like me, but they were like, most women were administrative assistant. So when I'll go and ask for a pen or whatever we were asking that day, and she would say, what did you say? I felt like
you've done something wrong, right?
Because my accent, maybe they couldn't understand what I said. So that was a big trigger for me, just as an example.
That's so true, because I think one of the things that we need to do, and journaling is a really important tool. And I love that you share that with your clients. Sometimes doing the brain dump, I call it the brain dump. You just get everything that's on your mind on a piece of paper, and then you can kind of crumple it up and throw it into the fireplace or throw it in the garbage, sort of deal with that negative energy and get it out of the way, so that you can then really concentrate on the things that maybe take you back to a positive place. So I think that's a really great tip. And I love that you've done it into 7 steps, because that gives people a reference point that they can go to, right? When they're stuck, and they can think, Irina's given me those 7 steps. I'm going to go to that and copy that out, and then sort of follow that process to sort of get rid of all those negative thoughts.
Exactly. And to your point, one of the steps is, what do I want as a result?
Right. Now, in your practice, Irina, do you help people with meditation? Because we're hearing lots, I'm sure you're reading just as many articles as I am about the fact that, we're really trying to get to our happy place. And if that's meditation is the thing that helps you get there. But a lot of people have a lot of difficulty with meditation, right? Because it sounds so kind of woo-hoo and, kind of out there. So do you have anything sort of that can help folks to align when they're just feeling that they need to take that deep breath and do a 2 or 3 minute little meditation? Is there anything? Is the deep breath it?
Yes. So these days I'm doing like 3-4 minutes meditation, and I post them on social, because people think, oh, I need half an hour, or I need. Right. But taking a deep breath, and then what I tell is, like, connect with your body, like be in your body, feel the sensation. And then the next, after you connect with your body, you feel, is there something bothering me? Right. Sometimes we feel like butterfly in the stomach, back pain, whatever it is. and then put the attention on that spot and say, if that spot could speak, what would it say? And you say, well, you felt backstabbed when that person criticized you. Let's say if it was back pain. Then you say, oh, interesting. And that creates a conversation. Like the journaling is one, like this would be another one. That creates a conversation. Oh, so I feel heard. Okay. And by breathing and being in that place of inquiry, that's like, I don't know if just like for 1 minute that I spoke, it just feels more peaceful, isn't it?
That's so true. And I love that the meditation and the fact that you're taking people to that sort of quiet place resonates back to your second pillar, which is peace. Yes. So it's really quite amazing that, you know, the things that you value in your business are the things that you are helping your clients bring into their own lives, personally and professionally, so that they can just realign those goals and obviously receive sustained profit in what it is that they do in their own business. So it's really kind of magical how it all sort of goes together, right?
Yes, it is.
Now, one of the things that I loved about your story is that you're embarking on a journey to start a foundation to help other folks sort of who have had some difficulties in life realign with a new purpose and maybe reach a new sense of peace. And I just want to draw everyone's attention to this wonderful painting that's over your shoulder, because in the guest blog, you use this painting to identify with the visual for the foundation. So tell us a little bit about the painting and then expand on the foundation for us.
Yes. So the foundation is for abused children. Mm-hmm. So like I do my work with adults, and then I want to take some of that and gather people that want to support to go towards teens. So it's 12 to 20. Mm-hmm. And the reason why this is so dear to my heart is that in my teens, I didn't have the kindness. I didn't have someone to believe in me. Everything I've done, it felt that it was me believing in myself and putting all my determination and all my willpower to succeed. Mm-hmm. So I want, and I want those children to come at the age where they don't have to fumble through life and, you know, have the second part of their life when they discover their worth, their innocence. So that's where my heart goes to serve, like to have like a charitable, like the foundation.
Right.
And the painting was painted by one of my clients. Mm-hmm. And this client of mine, when I met her, she was so meek and so not believing in herself. Mm-hmm. When she's an amazing artist, like she
clearly
has many paintings, like this is one
beautiful.
Of them. And I don't know if you can see, but this horse feels alive.
Yes, absolutely.
And because the foundation, I want to provide like horse interactions for the children, because I don't want them to feel like they're coming for therapy or coaching.
Correct. Yeah.
I want them to feel that they're coming to have a day in nature and to connect. And animals are such pure souls, innocent mm-hmm. souls, that brings the innocence in us. Mm-hmm. But this client of mine, we worked together in 2015, and she gave me a card with this painting, but I was for sure convinced that this painting is sold.
I
was convinced because I had like a little card and I loved it. And then last year, one of my other clients, Anthea, came to do a vision with me, and I asked the painter, I said, like, is that painting, who has it, or can I get like a license, because I wanted it to use? And she said, no, I have it and you can buy it.
Isn't that fantastic?
So Anthea was coming April 2nd, a year ago, to do the vision with me. The painting came April 1st.
And that's actually the day that here we are doing our interview on the exact day that you received that painting. Isn't that fantastic? Talk about serendipity.
That's how it works.
Well, I love that the foundation is using equine guides or horse therapy. And one of the things that you mentioned is the type of horses that you use are gypsy vanner horses. So tell us a little bit about what's the difference, because I mean, we all know that there's some horses that, are quarter horses that they use in farming. And then there's other horses that they use for equestrian riding. So what's the special magic about the gypsy vanner horses?
So a few things. One, I'm Romanian in background, and we had we admired the gypsies because they were free, and I grew up
free-spirited.
But gypsies were free spirits. But the gypsy vanner horse is shorter in stature and bulky, so it's like a draft horse, but like a miniature draft horse, if you may. But the gypsies had the children take care of the horses. So those horses are very kind to the children because they are used, their breed is used that the children take care of them. So it was like small children.
Isn't that fantastic?
So they are very gentle with children. That's the reason why I chose. And plus, like, I fell in love with them. I went to a winter fair and I just started crying when I saw the horse without me knowing anything about what future will bring. Right.
Well, listen, I certainly wish you every success with the foundation because, like you, I think at certain ages and stages in life, we want to give back something a little bit different to the community. And I certainly commend you for not only helping entrepreneurs like myself even find the purpose, peace, and profit in our own businesses, but then sort of make a different connection with those teens and give them that. I love your reference to horses have that sort of innocent spirit and a wonderful connection. They make a smile, really, when you think about it, right? When you see an animal and they make that sort of visual connection, they really do make us smile. So I wish you all the best for that foundation, for sure.
Thank you. And also another piece is I would want to see if I can transfer some entrepreneurial skills to those children.
Yes, absolutely. So it's a really wonderful holistic approach that you're taking. And I really love the magic that you're creating with your I call them the 3 Ps. We'll call them the 3 pillars or the 3 Ps that you have in your business. And I really love the fact that you're really incorporating this wonderful element of the foundation where you're giving back to a different kind of community that's empowering them and helping them reach some different sort of goals and feel connected. So that's really very commendable. Thank you so much for that. One of the things that we do in the guest blog is we ask folks to share 3 words of advice. So I'd like you to sort of wrap up our discussion today by telling us your 3 words are heal, thrive, and of course, purpose. So tell us why those 3 words are very important to you in your business.
Yeah, so heal is very important. Like, I wish like this, if I had a billboard that would be like, take your life in your hands and heal, because we all have been through certain difficulties, like some people more than others, but everybody had their share in this life. And when we put the focus on ourselves and to heal, then life becomes easier, business becomes easier, everything becomes easier. So instead of blaming, complaining, and being, take that chance and heal, and you will have a fabulous life.
Oh, thank you. That's a really wonderful way to end our conversation, Irina. And I really thank you. And I want to make mention, there's been some really lovely comments as we've been talking on the Facebook page from some of your clients or some of your friends who have made connections with you. So I'd like to thank the folks that have taken the time to provide some comments to our live conversation. So thank you so much for that. And to our viewing and listening audience, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Keeping It Real, where we've introduced you to the person behind the logo. My name is Trish Tonai, and if you would like to join us with your business story, feel free to visit our website at shareyourstories.online. In the meantime, we look forward to meeting you next time when we share another great idea. Bye for now.